Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental.
The national anthem of Uruguay rings out. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
The action has already started. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Ugarte makes the interception. Bentancur. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, De Paul. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly.
Can he put it away? Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Uruguay finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Torres. And he has been fouled there. Valverde has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Fernandez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's run loose here. Spread out to the left. He's going for goal! Mighty close.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
And he thumps it clear. And that's not going to reach. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Valverde. It's a promising position. Fernandez. And it's Messi. De Paul. Fernandez. Tagliafico. Alvarez. Tagliafico. Alvarez. Torres. Tagliafico. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. A big chance, must be! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
Pass somewhat off target. He's picked his way through. Martinez. It's a loose ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Torres. That's good running with the ball. Valverde. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. And the counter is on. And Molina. And they're back on the ball again.
Tagliafico really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Otamendi. Romero. He's not got that quite right. And they've got a throw. De Paul. Now it's Messi. Molina. And here's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Torres. The fullback is in acres of space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice sequence of passes, this. De Paul. And now they can clear their lines. Torres. Nunez. And that should get the job done. Molina has got himself a free kick. Quarter of an hour played. McAllister.
Uruguay are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Valverde. Lovely bit of skill. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. McAllister. That's a lovely, neat pass. And they win it back again. Can he spark a counter here? Argentina upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Played back in. Molina picks it up out. In with a header! Quality ball. De Paul. Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Valverde. He's found a way through. Succumbs to the pressure.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oliveira cuts out the pass. And here's Nunez. Tagliafico spots it and intercepts. Fernandez. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, played right into his path. Has a go! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oliveira. Saraki. Saraki. Bentancur. Now that's well seen too. And it's Messi. Great hit! And it's lofted through here. Otamendi. And here's Alvarez. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Very nearly half an hour gone here. De Paul bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Martinez. Messi. Bentancur does well to get it back. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fernandez. Alvarez. Tagliafico. Floated up and over. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. McAllister. Now it's Messi. Fernandez. Messi. Can he finish? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saraki. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's played forward. Jimenez. Valverde. Ball played for Torres. Spread neatly. Pinches it off him. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Molina. And it's Messi. Stood up well to him there. Oh, this is a great position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Uruguay with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Martinez. Nicely weighted ball. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. He could be in here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
No, he's not getting past him there. Uruguay are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Tagliafico.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good ball, and this looks promised. Throws in his head. This time, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Saraki. Bentancur. Ugarte.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
No, that's been intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, no joy this time. Romero. And Molina. Messi. Gets into some space. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Shot could be on. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. McAllister. And Molina. De Paul. Great ball if he can get there. Martinez. Foot in. Martinez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Darwin. Fernandez. Messi. Oh, they can break here. He has found the way through. That's a shade optimistic. Saraki. Aim forwards. Bentancur. Valverde. Oh, and he's through the middle. Darwin. And he's intervened well there. Fernandez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's well spotted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ugarte. So, what can they make of this? That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Back when it goes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Alvarez. De Paul. He's had it taken off him.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fernandez for De Paul. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, it's come loose. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bentancur.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's delightful. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He'd have done well to reach that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Ugarte. Tagliafico kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Otamendi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! It's in! Uruguay are back on level terms.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Gol de Uruguay, convertido en el minuto 54. Número 9.
This has become one superb game of football.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Martinez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
That is good alertness. Otamendi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Martinez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Torres. Darwin. He could be in here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Martinez. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Back into the middle. Real chance! Goal! Argentina! And they've got their lead back. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Nunez. That is a great pick out. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Romero. Torres. McAllister. Just about up to the hour now. Molina. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And here's Messi. De Paul. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
De Paul. Valverde. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. Valverde. He's picked his way through.
Uruguay are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bentancur did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The pass has gone astray.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Romero. Molina. Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. Now it's to Paul. Saraki.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
And the shot! Sticks it away! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Argentina take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gonzalez, Tagliafico. Gonzalez. Otamendi gets over and intercepts. Tagliafico. Could move up a gear here. Can he latch on to this?
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is a nice touch. And a header! No, not the best of headers.
Argentina were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Torres. In with the challenge. Tagliafico with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 7. Lo reemplazará. Número
Jimenez.
14.
For Valverde. A real chance if he can get through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Molina. Fernandez. Otamendi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Palacios. Messi. Keeper's ball. Bentancur. Fernandez. Palacios. And Martinez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Lautaro. Martinez! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Saraki, he has found a way through. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's managed to get free. Saraki. Otamendi. Palacios. And Fernandez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Goes looking wide. He is through here. He's had a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Cambio en Argentina. Número
Corner
26.
number 2 then.
Número 10.
And it's been taken short.
Entran número
Well, we've
4.
seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Fernandez. Montiel, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Nicely aimed pass. Jimenez gets a foot in here. Looking for the runner. And here's Nunez. Oh, great chance. Now the finish! And it's in!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
He's had a hit!
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Romero calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Otamendi promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Martinez. Can he finish? They've scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Darwin, and he cuts out the supply. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Uruguay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now it's Palacios. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Montiel. Oh, easy pickings there. McAllister. Gonzalez. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, he's taken it. McAllister. Martinez. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a go. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Palacios. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Looking for options for movement. Pass is just off target. Fernandez. Argentina clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oliveira gets across to intercept that. Spread neatly. He's got away. Fernandez. McAllister. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tagliafico. He's played him through. Oliveira. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Saraki. Darwin. Garnacho. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to